In Washington, U.S. lawmakers have introduced the Nigeria Religious Freedom and Accountability Act of 2026, a bill proposing sanctions against Fulani militias and former Kano State Governor, that's Senator Rabiu Kwankwaso, over allegations of human rights abuses and violation of religious freedom. Supporters argue it strengthens accountability, while, of course, critics say it risks inflaming Nigeria's domestic politics and diplomatic ties. Tonight, we examine what this legislation could mean for Nigeria's governance, religious freedom debate, and the impact of foreign pressure on internal affairs. Well, joining me right now to discuss this is Baba Ngelzarma, is the national president of Miyetti Cattle Breeders Association of Nigeria, joins from our Abuja studio. It's great to have you, sir. Thank you for your time.
Thank you very much for having me.
All right, let me, of course, get straight to it. The U.S. has expressed some level of concern about restrictions of freedom in terms of expression, religious freedom, which, of course, it's beginning to show particular concern regarding activities of groups like that of yours, Miyetti. I would like you to react. What is the position of Miyetti on the U.S. Congress and its reservations as regards certain groups and individuals, which it links to restricting religious freedom and violence?
Well, you see, first of all, before I start, I would like to use the opportunity to condemn these senseless killings that are taking place in the country, irrespective of who is affected. All we are concerned is the killings are senseless. So many lives have been lost due to one crisis or the other in the country. These things are condemnable. We condemn them in totality as an association, as a body. Then secondly, we vehemently reject the inclusion of our association into the sanctions, and we deny to be included because of the fact that we have never taken to arms. We are not an armed group. We have never supported, condoned, or aid any criminality in this country. Our records are there. We have been in existence for nearly 40 years. Our records are very clear. We have never supported any form of criminality and will never support one. We have never been tried in any court of law, nor the government of Nigeria ever indicted us due to one crisis or the other. We have been an association that operates within the ambits of the law. We respect humanity. We do our activities in the most civilized way. And this is an association that is democratic. Elections are conducted after every 4 years. I am now, as the president, for 3 years. I am in my last year of the tenure. By November, my tenure will expire as the president of this association. Maybe someone else is coming to take over as the president of this association. So right. We are a democratic group. We operate under the constitution of the association, and we also operate within the constitution of Nigeria in general.
All right, now, some critics might differ on this, because some have argued that repeated farmers-herders clashes that we've seen, or attacks in places like Benue State, Plateau State, amongst other states, have deepened suspicion about the involvement of the Miyetti. And this is you clearing out misconceptions here. Now, what concrete steps has your association taken to identify, isolate, or even report criminal elements perceived to be operating under your umbrella?
Thank you very much for that question. Very relevant one for that matter. Well, you see, as I said, this is an association that was established 40 years ago, and it was established to protect the interests of cattle breeders across the country, irrespective of their religion or tribal affiliation. It is a trade group, it's a producer association. And we have been conducting ourselves peacefully in there. And we have engaged with so many governments at both the national, state, and local government levels. And we have been doing a lot to complement the efforts of security in ensuring peace, because our concern is the development of the livestock subsector and peace building among the farmers and the herders in the country. Benue State government can testify to this, because when the anti-open grazing law was first implemented by Autumn, we were there. I was there personally with Autumn when that law was implemented. You can go to the cliffs and see. I was standing behind Governor Autumn when it was implemented. So we are always for peace. And even the current governor of the state can testify to our activities in that state. We conduct ourselves in the most peaceful manner. And in our efforts to ensure peace, to complement the efforts of the security, to help the security in fishing out, in combating crime across states, we have lost a lot of leaders. Just last year, our chairman in Kwara was followed to his house and assassinated in cold blood. His offense was that he has organized some volunteer groups who were working with the Kwara state security to combat activities of criminals in that state. And similarly, also, in Katsina state, we have also lost another chairman. His offense was he has been assisting the security in giving them information to fish out criminals in the state. So he was followed to his house, killed. His 2 wives and 1 daughter were taken as hostages, kept for 8 months until when a ransom of 10 million was paid and 2 motorcycles were given to the bandits before they released the wives and the daughter. So you see, we are also not spared. And the same year, a local government chairman of Miyetti Allah Cattle Breeder Association was killed in his house in Plateau State, in one local government in Plateau State. His offense was he had a meeting with the representative of the security agencies at the local government level, passionate out ways on how they can combat crime in that local government. So you see, we have been working. It is the security that will testify to all these things. It is the government that will testify to all these things. We have been working. But you see, people hardly understand. There are a lot of other pastoralist groups we have in the country, just about 25 to 30 of them. We are just one out of that number. But our difference is we are the oldest and we are the well spread. We have offices everywhere across the state and local government. We are not a faceless group. We are there for everybody to see us, and we have been engaging with the government and the security agencies in both the national, state, and local government levels across the country.
I believe that, the members of your group should have some form of identification. Should maybe individuals want to inquire. I want to believe that you have ID cards or so. ID cards are only given to the officials. You know, ID card is only given to elected officials. So how do members, cattle rearers, how do they identify as members? How do you know your members?
There is a membership card. Whoever agrees to join our association as a member, he will have to undergo certain scrutiny before we consider to give him a membership card to become a member of Miyetti Allah. But you see, most of the pastoralists in the country, whether they are our members or not, they identify with Miyetti Allah alone because it is only Miyetti Allah that they know. But we, whenever we speak, we are not speaking for all the pastoralists in the country. We are not speaking for all the herders in the country. Wherever you hear us speaking, we are speaking for the interest of those who have agreed to be our members. They can be Fulanis, they can be other tribes, they can be Muslims, they can be Christians. Once they are cattle breeders and they come to take our membership, and when they pass through due scrutiny, we issue them membership as our members. So most of the times, when these criminals are caught, some go and fake our membership cards to show they are our members. But whenever you hear us speaking, we speak on behalf of those who have agreed to take our membership, because there are a lot of other pastoralist groups that exist in the country.
All right, now let's talk about one issue. A member, an alleged member of your association, was sometime arrested in Kwara State after was alleged to have been found in possession of a rifle reportedly issued by, a certain authority. I would like you to react to that. What do you do when situations like this come up?
Was that confirmed, or you are also asking me based?
I'm asking you to clear the air. If it's a lie, sorry, please. If it's
based on the speculation I also had, it is not confirmed.
There was actually a video confession to this that went public.
Video confession? I didn't see it. I didn't see it. Sorry.
So what do you do with members that have been caught, perceived caught? Infringing the law. Do you punish them at association level? Is there a public statement?
With some sort of an offense, the association operates with a constitution. The constitution is there for us to sanction whoever member is found wanting, whether it is a farm destruction or some form of criminality. If the extent of his offense is enough to expel him, we expel him out of the association. We cancel his membership. We throw him out because we don't condone criminals and we don't operate. We don't work with criminals. I have some reasons to show you that, because I told you it is the only democratic pastoralist group we have in the country. Sometimes in some states, when there is an election, we place the aspirants who wanted to participate in the election to undergo some form of scrutiny by the SSS and the police of those states. We send their names to the police to scrutinize them and clear them for us before we even allow them to contest our election. This is in our effort to make sure that we don't work with criminals. So whoever is found wanted, we have procedures. Our constitution is there. We have procedures to follow to sanction him appropriately, commensurate with the offense he has committed to the association.
All right, we'll go on a quick break. When we return, the conversation continues. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Many thanks for staying with us. It's still Politics HQ on News Central Television. I still have Baba Ngelzarma. He's the national president of the Miyetti Cattle Breeders Association of Nigeria. He joins from our Abuja studio. It's great to have you stay with us, sir. Now, just a quick one, because we just have a few minutes before we wind up today's show. What do you recommend as a lasting or permanent solution to this constant farmer-header clash that Nigerians witness in many parts of the country?
Go down to the actual root causes and address them.
Which are?
This thing started as a result of increase in the population and the effects of the climate change in the country. And with the fact that the type of pastoralists we have in the country are those that didn't go to school, are practicing the primitive system of animal husbandry they inherited from their forefathers. So, and the population keeps on increasing against a land that doesn't increase, and the land has also some effects of climate change that is affecting it, to the extent that we are every year losing about 2.5 kilometers as a result of desert encroachment far into the northern part of the country. So these are the things that are the root causes of this crisis. So as a solution, the government will double effort to see how these pastoralists are going to be settled. We appreciate the administration of Ahmed Bola Tinubu of today, because we have seen the creation of the Livestock Development Ministry for the first time in the history of Nigeria. And today we have a dedicated institution that is established to address these issues holistically, because there are potentials that are involved in the livestock value chain that, if harnessed very well, it will turn around the Nigerian economy. It will rub shoulders with the petroleum revenue, because foreign exchange is going to come into the country as a result of either meat processing or milk processing or any part of the livestock value chain that has a lot of potentials in the country. So this is a good step in the right direction that we have a ministry today. And we are also happy that as a result of the creation of this ministry, over 20 states today in this country are keen in to create similar ministries in their state. Unlike before, when the entire agricultural budget is lopsided against livestock, because the whole of it is used to address agronomy. Throughout the 4 years of the tenure of Buhari administration, about over 500 billion was spent to address agronomy. neglecting totally the lifestyle sector of the economy. So that neglect is also part of the problem. But we thank God now we have a dedicated institution that was established to address this issue, and we have similar ministries that were created across the state that they are all established to address this issue. Just imagine how many investment is now going to be injected into it. We feel by the time this ministry started working effectively, by the time the state ministry started working effectively with the huge amount of investment that is coming into the sector, we hope this thing will be a thing of the past. We can see development of the livestock subsector, and we can also see the settlement of the pastoralists in one place, either under whatever model of ranching you call it. Well, this is our desire. This is what we hope for. We hope to see the pastoralists are settled, because this era of roaming the wild looking for free pasture is not going to be sustained, because the population will continue to increase. The climate change effect will continue to be there. So we just have to evolve a model of settlement that is peculiar to the pastoralists we have in the country, so that they could be settled. Let's throw away this farmer harder conflict behind us at least and move forward for success.
All right, in 30 seconds, I'd like you to respond to my final question. You did allude to the fact that there is a way, a form of, will I call it, identification of membership. Can you just give us, rough estimates? Like, as of now, in terms of the membership size, how many members would you say your association, the Miyetti Association group, has, nationally? And with this U.S., will I call it sanction in view, what is the next move for the association? How are you going to contest this?
Well, you see, when the report first came on this U.S. issue, when the report first came, we compiled a comprehensive report and sent to the U.S. Congress through the American Embassy here in Nigeria. And when this last contingent came to address this issue in Nigeria, I sat with them. I had an interaction with them for over 2 hours. We showed them what we stood for. We showed them our standing as an association. We showed them how we were dealing with government at the state, local government, and national level. We showed them how we were dealing with security agencies with facts and figures. And we also showed them we are also victims. We gave them lists of the pastoralists that were killed, with their location, with their names, with dates, with pictures, and everything. So we did everything to show them that we are also victims of this crisis. That is why wherever we are, we always condemn them. Our members are victims of cattle rustling, because 95% of the cattle ownership, coincidentally, in Nigeria belongs to the pastoralists, who are coincidentally Fulanis. And they are also not spared by a kidnapping. Before one personality is kidnapped in the city, hundreds of them are being kidnapped in the forest on a daily basis. It is an unheard story. The public don't hear much about it. So we have showed them, we have presented them with facts and figures. We have showed them letters of our interaction, of our engagements with international communities, international NGOs like Mercy Corps, Search for Common Ground, Interfaith Mediation Center, Center for Humanitarian Development, and a host of so many other international organizations that we have interacted with. So we have presented them with facts and figures to defend our position as a peaceful and peace-loving organization.
All right, thank you so much. Mr. Baba Ngelzarma is the national president of the Miyetti Cattle Breeders Association of Nigeria. It's, of course, been great having you this evening talk to us. Thank you for your time.